the world's most beautiful game. Did it begin under stadium lights, in front of billions? No, its first heartbeat began more than 2,000 years ago, in ancient China. During the Warring States period, between 475 and 221 BCE, rival kingdoms fought endlessly for power. In Linzi, the capital of the ancient Qi state, soldiers practiced a game called kuju, literally kick ball, as a form of training, simple in name, eternal in legacy. From survival, it became culture. From training, it became a spectacle. From this, football was born. Generals demanded stamina, balance, and discipline. Kuju forged those qualities. Footwork honed to a blade, bodies hardened by repetition. But it did not stay in the barracks. Nobles joined in. Crowds gathered. Feet moved like lightning. Daring flicks drew cheers. What began as a drill became a passion. In 221 BCE, Qin's armies conquered Qi. Linzi lost its crown, but Kuju survived. Qin's empire lasted only 15 years, yet its unification carried the game farther than ever, spreading it across China. Then came the Han dynasty, ruling from 206 BCE to 220 CE. Under the Han, Kuju became a recognized sport. Vast Juchang arenas roared with thousands of spectators. Drums thundered. Crescent moon goals stood tall. Referees enforced fairness. The ball itself evolved, lighter, faster, sometimes even air-inflated. The pace sharpened. Its beauty grew. Picture it. The ball soared into the winter sky. 1,000 lungs held their breath. Then, thunderous cheers. For the first time, football was no longer survival. It was joy. Yet joy also brought dynasties to fall, though Kuju endured. By the Tang dynasty, from 618 to 907 CE, it became art. Women stepped onto the field before emperors. Poets praised their touch. Painters captured their grace. 1,000 years before women's football was recognized elsewhere, China had already embraced it. Then came the Song dynasty, from 960 to 1279 CE, a true golden age. Clubs began to form. The most famous, Qi Yun Shi, the Society of Outstanding Players, the world's first football association. Professionals trained and competed. Nobles funded teams. Commoners idolized stars. Championships filled the streets with flags, drums, and voices rising like thunder. Close your eyes, and it could have been a World Cup final centuries earlier. In the Ming dynasty, from 1368 to 1644, emperors banned Kuju, calling it a distraction from duty. Scholars dismissed it as frivolous. What began as discipline had become wasteful pleasure, and the birthplace of football forgot its own game. Centuries later, the ball rolled back. In the late Qing dynasty, football returned through schools, missionaries, and merchants. In 1924, organizers in Shanghai founded the Chinese Football Association. The land that invented Kuju was stepping into the modern game. In 1958, FIFA admitted Taiwan as a separate footballing nation. For China, this was unacceptable. Recognizing Taiwan meant recognizing two Chinas, a direct challenge to its sovereignty. And so China withdrew. For politics, it was a stand. For football, it was exile. 21 years without qualifiers, without World Cups, while other nations built dynasties. By the late 1970s, China reopened to the world, seeking pride through sport. Football was too global, too symbolic to stay away. Rejoining FIFA in 1979, China chased the dream, only to face heartbreak after heartbreak. Spain, 82, slipped away. Mexico, 86, collapsed in the first round. Italy, 90, brought hope. But defeats to Qatar, the UAE, and South Korea ended the run. In 1994, destiny slipped on a single late goal. In 1998, Iran crushed them, 4-1. Always close, always broken, never through. At last, in 2002, history was made. Under the legendary miracle worker, Bora Milutinovic, China's men reached their first FIFA World Cup. The anthem rose, the flag climbed. 1 billion hearts beat in rhythm. Then came the reality. 3 matches, 3 defeats, 9 goals conceded, none scored. The dream ended, but pride endured. For the first time, their colours flew on football's greatest stage. While the men faltered, clubs carried the flame. Liaoning became Asian champions in 1990. Decades later, Guangzhou Evergrande dazzled with world-class coaches and Brazilian stars, lifting the AFC Champions League trophy twice. But glory was built on sand. Reckless spending, debt and corruption hollowed the game. Officials and coaches fell in scandal after scandal. Betrayal filled headlines where victories should have stood. Yet amid the shadows, the women soared. By the 1980s, state-backed schools built the Steel Roses. By the 1990s, they were legends. Olympic silver in Atlanta, 96. The 1999 World Cup final in Pasadena, California. The Rose Bowl Stadium. 90,000 fans held their breath as China pushed the USA to penalties. They lost by inches, but won the admiration of the world. Across Asia, they reigned supreme. 9 AFC Women's Asian Cups, including a stunning comeback in 2022. At their heart stood Sun Wen, FIFA's Player of the Century, proving that China could inspire the world. China twice hosted the FIFA Women's World Cup in 1991 and 2007. Twice the world came to China for the beautiful game. The men's tournament has never come, though whispers of 2034 or beyond still linger. The first clubs, the first arenas, the first goal. Centuries before anyone wrote rules, China was already playing. The modern record may be harsh. One man's World Cup appearance, no goals, decades of corruption, yet sparks remain. Liaoning's triumph, Guangzhou's glory, the Steel Roses' brilliance, and the ball still rolls. Back to Lindsay. Back to frozen courtyards where soldiers turned discipline into play. From invention to silence, from hope to heartbreak, from scandal to redemption. The ball has never stopped rolling. And one day, perhaps, the birthplace of Cuju will host the greatest stage, or the world's most beautiful trophy will come to where it all began, completing a story more than 2,000 years in the making.